This is an award show because we love you and we wanted to give back to you. And when I say we, joining me here today is the co-conductor of the Tokusatsu World Tour, Gem, and voice actor extraordinaire, Daryl J. Delphin. TL Warrior Thomas says, so the Grammys Tokusatsu edition. That's basically what it is, except for you guys get to vote it. Usually, the Grammys has like a collective that votes things. I was like, I don't want to do a lot of work. I'm gonna let the fans vote. We had this survey out for like a month and a half back in December, and now you guys get to know all the results of it. So we have a bunch of categories. I believe there are 17. Shall we get to it, gentlemen?
I guess. Let's do it.
Can you sound more excited, Daryl?
Let's go!
Daryl, why don't you start us off?
All right. So, in most anticipated upcoming project, we have Shin Kamen Rider, Avataro Sentai Dawn Brothers, Kamen Rider O's 10th Core Medal of Resurrection, Futo PI Anime, Shin Ultraman, and Gridman X Dynazenon. The winner is Kamen Rider O's 10th Core Medal of Resurrection.
27% of the vote.
Which honestly, it's kind of expected. People love O's, and that 10th anniversary, I mean, highly anticipated this year.
It's crazy. Honestly, I thought Shin Kamen Rider and Futo PI would be on the top spots.
100% expected Shin Ultraman to win because it's like we've seen the most of it, especially at this point when this came out. Like we'd seen the most of it. We had a trailer and everything, so Shin Ultraman's gonna take it easily.
Next up, we have Best Effects Work. We have in the category Ultraman Trigger, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger, Kamen Rider Saber.
Why did you pause on Kamen Rider Saber?
you know why. I think we all know why. My feelings aside, I think I'm surprised that was there. Kamen Rider Revice, Ultra Galaxy Fight, The Absolute Conspiracy, and Power Rangers Dino Fury. Drum roll, please. Ultraman Trigger.
Boom. No surprise there, honestly.
No surprise at all.
All of you in chat saying Saber winning this one, you were lying to yourselves.
Honestly, just like when I saw Saber, I was like, I'm surprised people voted for this at all, just because of what people have said when Saber was airing about its CGI.
So I'm very surprised Saber made it as well, but Saber's also not in last place. Dino Fury is in last place in this.
I agree with that. For Best Director, we have Koichi Sakamoto, Takayuki Shibasaki, Kazuya Kamihoru Yuchi, Chris Graham, Satoshi Morita, and Kiyotaka Taguchi. And the winner is Koichi Sakamoto.
Koichi Sakamoto absolutely ran this category.
By a landslide.
I scrolled up and I saw it and I almost choked because of how big of a landslide that was.
He directed a lot of stuff this year.
Sakamoto is the standard of for a lot of shots that I see in film, cinema, anywhere. Doesn't matter what I'm watching. It's if Koichi Sakamoto had a hold of this.
Next category, we're moving into Moment of the Year. Starting off the category is Cross Saber's debut in Kamen Rider Saber, Zox's introduction, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger, Kagaro's reveal in Kamen Rider Revice, High School Heroes' final roll call in High School Heroes, Izzy's skirt tear in Power Rangers Dino Fury, and Ren versus Disaster, Kamen Rider Saber. I will say, out of context, Izzy's skirt tear totally sounds weird to anyone just coming into the stream.
No, just run with it. Just run with it.
The winner of Moment of the Year is Zox's introduction, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger.
Wow! I'm surprised, honestly. I'm surprised. And I'm not even, if you know me, you know which one I was going for, but I was thinking Cross Saber debut, or Izzy's skirt tear. I feel like that was talked about for days. You know what I mean?
I thought the skirt tear was gonna take it. Only because one, how much Twitter was talking about it, and two, it's just I love the choreography in that scene. It is so good. Everything
Absolutely.
is just so perfect. And then for it to like not be the winner, I'm so surprised. So surprised.
Ooh, I love me some music. Song of the year. Here we go. Live Devil, Kamen Rider Revice. Rewrite the Story, Kamen Rider Saber. Trigger, Ultraman Trigger. Zenryoku Zenkai, Zenkaiger. Kikai Sentai, Zenkaiger. Kaizoku Operation, Tukai-O, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. And Promise, the Kamen Rider Beyond Generations movie song.
Before we get to the answer, who was your guys' vote on this?
Mine is Promise.
Mine is also Promise.
Guys, I haven't even heard. I haven't heard Promise yet. I've been waiting to watch the movie to hear it. Rewrite the Story. It's a bop. I listen to it every time I go for a drive. Every time. Here we go. The winner of Song of the Year goes to Live Devil, Kamen Rider Revice.
Dealing with the devil.
No one can ever know.
This one is one that I was watching because Live Devil and Rewrite the Story were neck and neck for the longest time. Costume of the Year. One of the more hyped categories. I was really excited to vote on this one. Kamen Rider Demons. Zenkaiser. Kamen Rider Jean. Ultraman Trigger. Two Kaiser. And Dragonic Knight. The winner of Costume of the Year is Kamen Rider Demons with 36% of the vote.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it is. Are we surprised?
Well deserved. Oh my God, so good!
I was gonna say, when you read Dragonic Knight, I was like, that's a weird way to spell primitive dragon, but I'll let it slide.
Reveal of the Year. In this category, we have Shin Kamen Rider Reveal, Kamen Rider Revice Press Conference, Dawn Brother Leaks, Kamen Rider Black Sun Reveal, Kamen Rider O's 10th Core Medal of Resurrection, and Kamen Rider 01 and Ryuki on Tokusatsu.
I have to preface this with, there's obviously a lot of Kamen Rider in here. That Kamen Rider Day announcement, like, just had everything in it.
Had a lot. The winner of Reveal of the Year is Kamen Rider O's 10th Core Medal of Resurrection.
Again, really taking home the trophies.
I'm actually really surprised about this one, to be perfectly honest.
I am as well.
I feel like Kamen Rider O's is just old enough that people, haven't watched it maybe or whatever, and it's just harder to access. And the fact that it won in a landslide, crazy.
Let's talk Collectible of the Year. So here we have Sentai Gears, Vice Stamps, Wonder Ride books, and Guts Hyper Keys. Which, before we talk, which one did you guys like out of these options right here?
I really like the Vice Stamps. I didn't at first, but I think there's something just very satisfying about, Rex.
Vice Stamps, because it was last year, now I've grown to hate them. When I voted for this, I was all on board, and now I'm just like with the new ones that we're getting, I was just like, I hate all of these. Yeah, I would have went back and voted Guts Hyper Keys because I really like the art on them.
The winner for Collectible of the Year goes to Sentai Gears, which honestly, I'm surprised.
Really?
I'm very surprised. Well, honestly, they're cool, but I own some and they don't do much. They just have a sound, I hands down would have gone for the Vice Stamps over Sentai Gears.
By themselves, they're useless. And then I've seen them talked about on Twitter and every other place, and I'm like, oh, people really like these.
Yeah, shout out to everyone that likes them because you do get to use them for another year. So there is that. I just love that Jem was like, I own some, and they suck.
They're not that great. Toy of the Year. Ooh, I'm excited for this one, honestly. We have the Gear Slinger, the Revice Driver, the Gear Dellinger, the Howlkin Cross Saber, the CSM Sengoku Driver, and the Lightning Collection in Space Silver. That's very specific. The winner of Toy of the Year goes to the Revice Driver. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Maybe it's because I have one and I've spent so much time with it, but we get that it's a broken toy, right? It doesn't work.
I think it depends how you use it, because mine kind of works, man. I kind of got the gist of it. But you have to learn how to use it, and I have learned how to use it. I literally, every time I henshin, I have no problems. It's literally just you got to get a certain pressure when you turn it, but I don't think it's a broken toy whatsoever. But you don't have to totally yank it. It's really like a smooth process.
I want to yank it. That's what he does on the show.
Yes,
Rips it,
yes.
like Beyblade style.
Acting, baby.
Vehicle Mecha of the Year. Zenkaijuo, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. Vice Terra Genome from Kamen Rider Revice. Battle Caesar Robo from Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. Guts Falcon from Ultraman Trigger. Dynazenon from 4S.Dynazenon. And Zenryoku Zenkai Gatai Zenryoku Zenkaio from Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. The winner of Vehicle / Mecha of the Year is Dynazenon with 24% of the vote.
Whoa. Nice. Okay.
Well deserved. Oh my gosh. I fell in love with its design, like the original design, and then in the anime, and then looking at the toy, it's so good. I really wish I had one. I just don't have the space for it, but oh my god. Side content of the year. We have the Yodana specials. Kamen Rider Genum's The Presidents, Kamen Rider Spectre X Blades, Ultra Galaxy Fight The Absolute Conspiracy, Zenkai Red, and Power Ranger Comics Boom Studios. And the winner is Ultra Galaxy Fight The Absolute Conspiracy.
Dude, the Ultra Galaxy fights are always sick. They have English dubs, which is like dope for me. A lot of people wanted Yodana special. Shout out to them coming in almost last place.
I was surprised that was an option, honestly. But again, it was a side content. Next up, we have Movie of the Year. I haven't been looking at the camera this whole time. Hey, what's up, everybody? The contenders we have for Movie of the Year are Superhero Senki, Ten Gokaiger, Godzilla vs. Kong, Kiramanger vs. Ryu Soldier, 01 Others, Vulcan / Valkyrie, and Police X Heroine, Love Patrina, the movie. The winner for Movie of the Year is, by a big portion, Ten Gokaiger.
Yeah, no
Let's
surprise
go, baby.
there.
Honestly, no surprise whatsoever. People
Nope.
were so hyped when that got announced, and then when the movie finally came out, they were really excited about that too, which I was as well. I was right there.
The big three were Senki, Godzilla vs. Kong, and Tengo Kaiser. Everything else kind of got overshadowed by that.
Yeah. It's basically just these three.
Supporting Character of the Year. George Karizaki from Kamen Rider Revice. Mei Sudo from Kamen Rider Saber. Flint Goldsweeker from Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. Solon from Power Rangers Dino Fury. Akito Hiruji from Ultraman Trigger. And Sechan from Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. This one is literally a no-brainer, guys. With 44% of the vote, George Karizaki from Kamen Rider Revice.
Which honestly, he is us. He is a fan, you know, so like, not
Yeah.
surprising whatsoever.
Yeah, you're all projecting. That's why you voted for this. You're like, man, I want a 6-pack in Figure Arts. That would be great.
Finally, someone gets it.
I'm trying to get like George.
Indie Toku of the Year. We have Chosoku Parahiro Gundin, Immortal Red Fox, Kyusei Sentai Waku Saber, Dogengers Nice Buddy, Power Rangers Unworthy, and Tochiongar 7. And the winner is Power Rangers Unworthy.
Shout out to them. I think they released one episode this year, but it was a banger. And this is one of the categories that I want to point out that, like, literally go watch all of these. If everyone in chat, if you haven't, all of these fantastic indie tokusatsu needs all the love it deserves. Maybe not Waku Saber. There's a Tokusatsu World Tour on it. Go listen to that.
Surprisingly high, Waku Saber.
Yeah, you perverts.
We are just people of culture.
Villain of the Year. We have Stay Caesar, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger, Aguilera, Kamen Rider Revice, Storius, Kamen Rider Saber, Absolute Tartarus, Ultra Galaxy Fight, The Absolute Conspiracy, Void Knight, Power Rangers Dino Fury, and Kamen Rider Solomon, Kamen Rider Saber. And the winner goes to Unkoku no Power, Stay Caesar. Let's go. Let's go.
I could have seen that coming.
Yeah, Absolute Mauling, 38%. Closest one, 21%. But it was Absolute Tartarus from Galaxy fight. So shout out.
Honestly, really glad that Stay Caesar won. If I had to go for somebody else, I'd probably gone with Kamen Rider Solomon. That dude's insane, literally. So that's all I'll give.
Literally insane. Yeah. Hero of the Year. In this category, we have Iki Igarashi from Kamen Rider Revi, Kaito Goshikita, Zen Kaiser, Izzy Garcia, Dino Fury Green, Taisei Manaka, Akahiro, Atsuta Jura, Kirame Red, Kamiyama Toma, Kamen Rider Saber. And the winner of this category is Iki Igarashi, Kamen Rider Revi.
No surprise there. No surprise.
This one was close for a very long time. Juru coming in like real close to third, which is surprising he came in to third. I thought Kira Major would be kind of too far gone by the time we got to this.
I feel like a lot of people really liked Kirame Red though.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people talking highly of Juru. I'm kind of bummed where my guy Akahiro Taisei is at. He, honestly, the only time I ever saw myself as a Red Ranger. I never think of myself as a Red Ranger, but when I saw High School Heroes, I was like, damn, yeah, like I kind of relate to the Red Ranger for the first time. So like I'm kind of bummed that he's not up there. So if you haven't seen High School Heroes, definitely give it a shot. Meet Taisei, he is you. I need everybody to get on High School Heroes.
Tokusatsu Show of the Year. Coming in with your nominees, it is Kamen Rider Revice, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger, The High School Heroes, Power Rangers Dino Fury, Kamen Rider Saber, and Ultraman Trigger. Where are you putting your votes for this one?
Honestly, High School Heroes. I talked about it a lot earlier. I love that show. That's all I'll say.
I want to say Revice because everything I've seen about Revice so far just has me absolutely hooked. But it's not done yet, which is why it's like, oh man, I want to put my vote there, but I'm not sure if it will stay there, you know?
Of all the marbles, Tokusatsu Show of the Year is Kamen Rider Revice with 40% of the vote. The closest thing is Zenkaiger at 25%. Yeah, so the big three all getting represented.
Big three.
In 1, 2, 3. How do you guys feel about the Toku Awards altogether?
I liked them. I think everything that won deserved the win. A lot of them were very surprising. But yeah, no, I agree with all of this.
Everybody has valid reasons for picking the winner that they chose. Because like there was a lot of cool stuff in 2021. But I think overall, I think it was very good. I liked it a lot.
And we are out.
Hey!